you could fit 1, 2, 3, 4 adults going this way and 6 adults going this way. The toughest thing about this tent is the folding part, but once you can get it right, it's actually quite easy. Completely dry. So myth busted, the tent is waterproof. Now let's go fold this up. With the camping season upon us, today we're going to be testing out a 4 to 6 person pop-up tent. We're going to be testing its waterproofing ability and see how spacious it is. More importantly, we're going to see how long it actually takes us to take it out, put it together, and then put it back into this bag. The directions that they provided you are kind of useless, so you will need to watch this video or other videos like this to teach you how to do it. The smaller tents, the 4-person tents, the 2-person tents, the technique is different than this one, so that's not going to work for you. And hopefully this video is going to show you how to do it properly and quickly. On Amazon it was 150 bucks, I want to say Canadian, which is about 110 American. Let's get to it. Comes in a bag. There's a handle as well. All right. This is the Hui Ling Yang. It does come in different brands as well, but this one seems to have a little better ratings in terms of waterproofing than the other one. So it's not really gonna pop. There is this There it is. This is the door. No, we did choose to be on a little bit of a slope, so this is actually wrong. Make sure you pick a flat ground, but we don't want to get on the snow. That's why we did that. They provided you with these pegs. Alright guys, so this is it right here. This is sort of what we went through. Right. Right, so the tent does have a ventilation spot right here. Lift this up, kind of like this. Right, so this kind of keeps it open and ventilates. On this side here, we have a window. Now we can take this and roll this up, and then there's these 2 hooks here. Now this is a mesh for the mosquitoes and bugs. There's a double mesh. All right, let's talk about the front entrance here. So this is the front entrance. The vestibule is on the inside. The door is protected by some Velcro and a zipper. So let's lift this up. Just remember, when you fold this up, you want to make sure to leave the door open so all the air gets out. Now you can roll this up as well and hook this up as well as the door. So the vestibule is on the inside, which is really nice. The zippers are operating super nice. So this is the vestibule area. It's 3 feet by 8 feet. So you can put your backpack here, maybe a little grill, whatever you don't want to get wet. Now again, inside we've got another door. So let's open this up. So this is the interior of your tent. Now it is quite spacious. You could probably fit 1, 2, 3, 4 adults going this way and 6 adults going this way. This is the double mesh protected window. You've got your own individual zipper so you can get the ventilation coming in. Of course, if it rains, you do have to put down the flat. The really nice thing is that if you're inside and it begins to rain, you can stick your hand out and then just bring this down. So that way you would close everything from the inside of the tent. There is no hole in the roof like traditional tents. And on this side again, we've got the same window as back there. You've got little storage pockets here and of course on the other side. And I mean, besides that, it does feel spacious. It is quite large. So these stains that you see in here are actually from my socks because I stepped in snow and I brought the snow in here. So this is what that is. So now let's go do our test to see how waterproof it really is, because I've seen some videos of some lady basically saying that this is not waterproof. We're gonna pour a whole bunch of water and we're gonna see if anything gets soaked. Now this right here, you have a double penetration for bugs and mosquitoes. So that way you can still open that area, have ventilation coming in. By the way, if you really wanted to, you can unhook the base from this top, and then you can have this as a separate covering, and then you have the tent as well. The toughest thing about this tent, any of these loop tents, is the folding part, but once you can get it right, it's actually quite easy. So the loop build is based on these loops: 1 loop, 2 loop, 3 loops, 4 loops, 5 loops, 6 loops. So you fold them all together and it all fits into one little bag. All right, let's go put some water on this and see if something gets wet. All right, so we've got some paper towel that we're going to be using to test whether or not the water penetrated through. We've got 2 liters right there, and then we've got another 2 liters right there. So we're going to be using that basically to just pour all over the top, and then we're going to go in there with this and test it. We're going to take this paper towel and we're going to leave it right there, and if there's any water, then it should catch it. And then we're going to go in. So let's cover that up. Cover this up. Okay. We're going to do it a little slowly. We're going to let the water kind of pool just to see what happens. This is the vestibule area, by the way. So that's 2 liters. And then this is the other 2 liters. Okay. Let's go get some more and we're going to pour it on top. But before we do, let's go check to see, because there is some water condensation. So let's see if this holds up. So you do have to kind of swing this open when you open the door, but the tent does a really good job just kind of deterring the water and the droplets. So if we go in, if you look at our paper towel, dry, and now if we look at the top, we can see that the water is just sitting there, and I cannot feel it at all. Nothing. It's dry. It's completely dry. I'm going to prove it to you guys. Same paper towel. Completely dry. So let's go do that on the inside as well. It's pretty muddy though. I should have probably chosen a better drier day, but it's okay. Alright, so we got our water. Let's start pouring on top. And on top, so if there's a lot of water, you can see it kind of bends in, but all the water is just trickling off. And again, let's pour this in the center, right? So you can see how it's kind of bending, but there's no way. Oh. I forgot to roll down the window. So I forgot to roll down the window here. So you can see that it did go through, but the water is holding. It's pulling up top. Well, let's bring this down. There you go. You see, it's kind of sitting right there. So let's go see if it's going to go through. Don't leave this video, guys, because I want to show you how to fold this into the little bag. Alright, so now let's go in. And yeah, you can see that the water came from there and it trickled down in here because I forgot to close the window here. But if you look at the pulling, it's right here and it's not coming through here nor there. The water is still there. See that? Yeah. So it's obviously not coming through. What's this? Yeah, no, this is the mesh. Yeah, so it's dry, besides the fact that I left the window open. So myth busted, the tent is waterproof. Now let's go fold this up. I'm gonna show you how to fold this 6-person foldable tent and see exactly how long it takes me. You do have to take those pegs out, so I don't know if that actually counts or not, because it depends on how fast you are and how hard the ground is. So make sure the door is open, and let's fold this in. On its side. So we're folding it in. Next, this will fly down where you see the window. You bring this flap over, like this. You have another window. Next, you stand this whole thing up. So you have a window here and a window there. Now you rotate this until you grab the band, and you make sure you have it on your right side, like this. So now you have this over here. Next, you go into the center. You make sure that all these are grabbed, and you're going to twist this way, putting this down like this. You put your knee down right here, and then you bring this right over. What you gotta do is twist. Down, twist, and then you bring this over. You bring these over this way, like this, and then you turn them around, kind of like this. Now that you have this, you grab the band right here, with your knee down, you put this all the way around. Like this. Now you put this in the bag. There you go. Now you take these and you clasp it. You clasp these like this so it doesn't come open. And that's it. So that's the tent. I think it's a little better than the old school with the collapsible poles, which you got to take them apart and put them in. Again, the troublesome thing is learning how to fold it, but once you learn how to fold it, definitely good. It will withstand certain winds. I can't tell you up to what, but as long as you tie the ropes, you should be fine. I mean, if there's a storm or it knocks you off, then probably you don't want to be there anyways. Thanks you guys so much for watching and tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, you found it helpful, please show it. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time.